Dog is up again, not really in with their attire. I don't know how I feel about it. Um, you know, okay, copy. Let's see what state this is from. Like, this company exists. It doesn't even exist. They're saying that they're registered on this. They are registered with. Look at this shit. They went on. I wonder where these dogs. 7. I wonder where they picked these dogs up. Let's look at Friday. Let's see if we can find Rambo. All about, I don't know. Were they out there? Were they not? I don't know. He says that they were. He's redacted who they are. This says DNA canine. Let's look up and see if we have a DNA canine division. DNA canine on here. I guess this is a legit thing, and they did put out that is their logo. I gotta tell you that I don't. I mean, this dog is up. So, and that'll be that. You want to. You find a will. There's a way, right? Minute. You can find out if something holds water is to bring it to light, have a discussion, test it, test the theory, and find out. Could it be possible that it leads to a lead, or maybe the person that is missing? We learned that there was a report, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Lead right here where wholly unprofessional, wholly logo. It doesn't seem, and of course, the only part of this is not even a completed website. Louisiana. Reports. I've seen a lot of reports from dog search. And this is something I've never seen. Ever. And so very interesting. Now I've seen some mapped coordinations, but this, yeah, this is something a little different. So there's a lot of things on here that just don't look right. And of course, the only person that's listed in here all throughout here is the unscrupulous PI's name. So it seems to me that if anybody was out there searching, while it may have been ordered by the unscrupulous PI, you would assume that they would have direct contact with the parents for information versus this unscrupulous PI. So this looks like it was made up. Time his mother filed for divorce from his dad. So let me repeat that. Sebastian Rogers is missing. And instead of clarifying, instead of clarity, instead of transparency, instead of cooperation, what the public has been fed is confusion, contradiction, and in some cases, outright deception. Sebastian for accountability. Sebastian Rogers deserves better. His case deserves integrity. The public deserves honesty. And if you are genuinely interested in finding Sebastian, you do not manipulate evidence. You do not threaten critics, and you do not rely on unscrupulous actors. To launder narratives. If you are here, understand this. We do not accuse lightly. We do not speculate recklessly. And we do not back down when intimidation is used. As a tactic. Sunlight is accountability. And when will we will continue to shine. We are. Sebastian's army. So, as many of you know, the mob crew has been breaking a lot of stuff down. Now, is some of this important to the case? We don't know. That's why we look into every aspect of it. That's why we uncover cover. Some of these things have pay dirt. Some of these things do not have pay dirt. Some of these things we'll spend weeks, months, even half a year on, right? Trying to understand whether or not it holds water. Unfortunately, the only way you can find out if something holds water is to bring it to light, have a discussion, test it, test the theory, and find out, could it be possible that it leads to a lead, or maybe the person that is missing. We learned that there was a report alleging that there was a professional dog search conducted. There are a few things that make me feel some type of way about this so-called search. Okay. And it comes right here, right here, you'll see, if you blow it up, maybe we will blow it up, a ladies with flip-flops. Okay. I have been out in these areas in the backwoods and stuff like that. Very, very little time do I ever see anybody coming out there that is there searching and with dog organizations being out there in the backwoods with flip-flops. It's highly dangerous, especially with animals, with snakes, with a whole host of things that you might come across while you're out searching in the woods. So I find this wholly unprofessional just in and of itself. I don't like the design of this. I don't like the logo. It doesn't seem to me to be legitimate or authentic. Now, it very well may be a company, and a company says, no, this is our report. Okay. Well, I'd like to speak with you. My name's Bullhorn Betty. You can reach out to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. If this was a report that you authored, I have a lot of questions to go over with you. But until I speak to you, these are my opinions on your work. I don't trust the unscrupulous PI. I will never trust the unscrupulous PI. And I don't see people doing this for free. And I don't see Chris and Katie paying for a damn thing. I don't like the redactions of the report. Who made these redactions, who authorized these redactions. Were these authorized by him or by Chris and Katie Proudfoot? Because the people that own this report, in my opinion, would be Chris and Katie Proudfoot, not the unscrupulous PI, unless he paid for it personally. And if he paid for it personally, it'd be under contract for Sebastian Rogers, meaning he doesn't own it and does not have authority to release it. And therefore, this is an ethical violation of his license once again, and should be reported to the Tennessee Licensing Board. So the people that like to report him, this would be another request to be reported to him, because I don't see any authorization from these people to release this report. I don't like these reports. There's something not right with these reports. I've seen a lot of reports from dog searches, and this is something I've never seen ever. And so very interesting. Now I've seen some mapped coordinations, but this, yeah. This is something a little different. So there's a lot of things on here that just don't look right. And of course, the only person that's listed in here all throughout here is the unscrupulous PI's name. So it seems to me that if anybody was out there searching, while it may have been ordered by the unscrupulous PI, you would assume that they would have direct contact with the parents for information versus this unscrupulous PI. So this looks like it was made up. I don't like this, and every time I see this, I see the dog laying down, So what are they doing? I mean, this dog is up. Again, not really in with their attire. I don't know how I feel about it. Um, here they are. They're finding a baseball. What is that all about? I don't know. Were they out there? Were they not? I don't know. He says that they were. He's redacted who they are. This says DNA canine. Let's look up and see if we have a DNA canine division. This is not even a legitimate website. I'm from Mississippi. Make scheduled maintenance. We're making improvements behind the scenes. Look at this. Somebody has just made up this. This is not even a legitimate website. I'm from Mississippi. Yeah, it does look fake. It does look fake. Who were those people out there? Huh? And you got a telephone number? Let's find out where this telephone number is from. 601? Okay. Copy. Let's see what state this is from. Doesn't even have an address on here. What person does not have a address on here? And it's showing an area of, let's open this up. Where are they from? I'm from Mississippi. Of Louisiana. Do they have, is there really a canine? Go do a search and see if there's a DNA canine. These dogs, Hattiesburg's 20 minutes from me. Yeah. Oh, come on. I think my computer's Louisiana. This is bullshit. Okay? This is bullshit. Somebody is literally trying to act like this company exists. It doesn't even exist. They're saying that they're registered on this. They are registered with, look at this shit. They went on, I wonder where these dogs, 7. I wonder where they picked these dogs up. Let's look at Friday. Let's see if we can find Rambo. Right? Right? Oh, and their website's not. It makes it really weird because it makes you wonder. Why not? Why not? Colin. So we have this one. All right. And this should be not this. Okay, so let me change this to. There we go. Now this one should be back to. Shit! All right, so let me change this one. Add source. No, I do not want to add a fourth one. I want to add the freaking one that I had there, which is 2. All right, guys, let me move this down. I got to put it behind everyone because I don't want you guys seeing the numbers I'm using. Let's rename this one to Capture 2. It looks like we're ready. Let's sign in. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, that's the Search Alliance. Let's go to that piece of shit website. It's not even complete. They are so full of it. If they're not, then they don't know anything about websites. Why is their address not?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 60132931117 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Lynn, and I just need to find out whether we can have a canine. We're in Tennessee, and we're looking for something that we had lost, and we had gotten a recommendation from you. You can reach back to me at 724-252-8070. Thank you so much, and God bless. Okay. No professional thought. Phone number there. Can we agree that that was not a professional phone number? Can we agree that usually business phones? I mean, hell, even my phone says, "Hey, welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Show." It looks like once again. I would say, it's getting really embarrassing. I would think it's got to be getting pretty embarrassing for the unscrupulous PI at this point. You know, I mean, how much more bullshit is he really going to force feed us? Okay. So you have a well-to-do, oh, they're rock star canine that doesn't even have their website. How did he find them? How did he find them? There's no email. There's no email. Everybody here that's associated with search dogs and other things are saying we've never heard of this business before. They know about businesses, especially ones in their general area, because again, it's a skill. You know, every dog that's out there that's even a trained dog does searching, does scenting, does you know, cadaver and stuff like that. You have to have trained and specifically trained dogs, right? So let's go back to the website and see what they say about their specifically trained dog, right? Let's see. Hold on here. We missed. Let's go back to the dogs. Let's go back to the dogs. Describe. While, and then all of a sudden he's back. He's got a new report and a new website. So I'm just not buying I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it. Now getting over to Chris's threats, right? His actual threats to everybody. Hopefully, I'm hoping, Lolly, if you put this together, I'm going to play it and I'm going to give you credit for it. I pray to God you're using. Let's go back to the dogs. I believe they had it wrong. They were talking about breeding. Yes, dogs can be cross-trained multiple certain disciplines, including tracking, live find, and human remain detection. But with important caveats, what you described is credible and achievable, particularly at a professional SAR forensic level, provided the program is cadaver while, and then all of a sudden he's back. He's got a help out or ride with somebody or somebody's personality intimidation. That is not the conduct of transparency. Have you know? Okay.